Is a short video for regression line and standard deviation. So in this part, if you've got your regression line looks like this, you've got y is equals to 9.50 plus 0, 91x. This is our regression line. It so looks like a straight line. So you want to quickly plot this line on a Cartesian plane like this one. So you want to quickly make a plot. So the best thing is you take this as your y-intercept. So this is like a straight line where we are saying y is equals to mx plus c. So by comparing this line to this one, you can see we've got y equals to 0,91x, 0,91x plus 9,50. So 9,50 becomes your y-intercept. Then 0,91 is your gradient. So here's the plot. You put this line, this is your y-intercept, you put it there. Then you can just look for another point along that line where you give maybe the value of x. You say the value of x can be 60 or any other value of x that you can think of within the numbers that you are given. So in this case, I took x is equals to 60. Then when I substitute 60, I get y is equals to 64.1. So this is my y is equals to, then I plot this point. I simply join these points. So this is the estimate of our regression line. Then the other question that I wanted us to look at was saying, if you're asked how many scores are within one standard deviation, how many scores are within or outside one standard deviation. So here's the working. For you to find the range for one standard deviation, you should now say x bar, which is your mean, plus or minus n sigma, which is for standard deviation. So here for n is 1 because it's one standard deviation. If it is 2, n will be equals to 2 like this one. So how many scores are within? So we say 5, which is your mean, plus or minus 1 times 2,31. So our limit downwards will be 2,661. So we're looking for scores within. So in other words, the scores between these numbers. That's scores. So your lower limit will be 5 minus this. Your upper limit will be 7,31. So I go to my scores. I just put a lot of numbers there. I don't know how many numbers are there. I just put a lot. So my scores between these, I have got 3, 7, and 6. They are between these numbers. So how many scores do I have within one standard deviation? I've got 3 scores between one standard deviation. So how do you get your limits? If I'm saying how many scores within a certain standard deviation, it's mean plus or minus 1 times standard deviation. If I say 1 standard deviation, if I say 2 standard deviation, it's 1 times 2 standard deviation. Also that the value of 5 is too low there. So this is how you work it. Normally in your question papers grade 12, they ask you about 1 standard deviation. So this is how you work it. So you find your limits. If we say within, you look for scores between those two numbers. If we say out, it means you are going to look for scores which are not found between. You just say if these scores, maybe there are 20 scores. So if I find that 3 are within, so 17 are outside this limit. So this is the lower limit where you have minus, this is the upper limit where you have plus. So this is the short video that I was preparing for you. Thank you very much, Matric. Good luck.